What's up, world? I'm Julian Thomas, and today I'm going to show you how I transformed my boring, stale bedroom into a tropical oasis, all with the help of Lick. But first, some quick background. I live in a 650 square foot apartment in Brooklyn, New York. I love my home, but during the cold months, living here can get a little depressing. So before the cold weather really begins to set in, I want to give my bedroom a little facelift just to, lift my spirits during the winter months. To begin this project, I of course had to go through the arduous, tough process of picking a paint color. Fortunately, Lick made it very easy by sending me all of the color options I was considering as paint samples that I could peel and stick to my bedroom wall, and of course, it comes off damage-free. You'll see that I'm choosing a paint color that would complement this tropical wallpaper. This print is called Jungle 03 by Lick. As for the color, the paint options I was considering was Beige 01, Beige 02, Taupe 03, and Greige 01. I wanted a color that was neutral, but also that had a little depth to it. So I decided to go with, drumroll please. That was a really bad drum roll, but the color I chose is Beige 01. According to Lick, this paint is, and I quote, just the right kind of caramel sweetness thanks to its hint of gray. It's a warming and modern neutral that will make any space feel inviting and cozy. Sounds good to me. Well, now that the hard part is out the way, it's time to paint. If you're thinking about giving your home a pop of color like I did, use code TOLDBYThomas for 50% off all Lick samples. As for the supplies you would need to do a similar DIY project like mine, Lick has you covered there too. From painter's tape to putty knives, Lick even has painting kits for one room or multiple. And don't get me started about their clever use of puns. After all of my bases were covered, I cracked open the paint and began to pour. Lick offers a variety of durable designer paint in a wide range of pigment-rich shades with matte, eggshell, or exterior finishes. Low VOC, eco-friendly, water-based, and wipeable, is good for you and the planet, with wall-to-wall coverage for an ear-to-ear grin. Their words, not mine. Because my room was stale white, I didn't need to prime, and I managed to cover all the walls that I wanted to paint with one coat. Unbelievable. I painted the ceiling along with 3 of the walls. You'll notice I left one wall blank, as this is where the wallpaper will be installed. Because of that, I wasn't too pressed for painting within the lines. After a day of letting the paint dry and touching up any spots that I may have missed, it's time to roll out the wallpaper. While peel and stick wallpaper is pretty trendy right now, the wallpaper from Lick uses traditional paste, but surprisingly, it was very easy to install. After finding the center of the wall, I laid out the wallpaper on the floor and marked the wall measurements with a pencil and painter's tape. Some people prefer to start hanging their wallpaper from the center of the wall for a more accurate fit, but because I'm an amateur, I opted to start from the left upper corner of the accent wall. After watching numerous how to hang wallpaper videos on YouTube, I found that the best advice is to apply a generous amount of wallpaper paste to the wall. That way you can maneuver the wallpaper to get the most accurate, seamless fit. After I celebrated installing the first panel, I was motivated to finish installing the rest no matter how late it got. I followed each step I did to install the first panel across the remaining 4, and 2 hours later, I was done. But before calling it a night, I trimmed the overhang from the top and the bottom of the wallpaper. Giving yourself an extra few inches ensures the most accurate straight fit because you're gonna wanna trim the top and the bottom, of course. All I did was take a plastic putty knife and smooth out any air bubbles and got a straight edge to the baseboard and ceiling. And then I took a box cutter and carefully trimmed the edges for a clean, finished look. That night, I only got a few hours of sleep as I was very excited to call this project wrapped and to get my room cleaned up. Not going to lie, it took over an hour to remove all of the painter's tape from the baseboard and the ceiling and to reinstall the light switches and the outlets. It was a lot, but it was well worth to see that finished, clean look of the wallpaper with the paint, with the white trim. It was just chef's kiss. After placing back all of my bedroom furniture, I brought in some knickknacks to elevate the space a bit more, including plants, new light fixtures, and candles. I even treated myself to new satin bed sheets and an area rug to make the space extra cozy. And there you have it, from sterile to tropical with just one can of paint and a roll of wallpaper. I plan to add a few more, accents and home decor like wall art to my bedroom just to really make it feel like home, but I'm gonna take my time with that. If you're curious to see how I really finish the space, then be sure to give me a follow. Just so you know, the wallpaper from Lick offers a very decent amount of square footage in just one roll. So I have quite a bit left over, and I'm thinking I'm going to use this as wrapping paper with the holidays coming up because we're sustainable over here. So as I wrap this project up, I have to give a big muchas gracias to the good folks at Lick for giving me the paper and the paint and helping me soothe my incoming winter blues. So if you're looking for the perfect color, try a lick of paint and wallpaper. Thanks for watching.